Hi guys, welcome back for another one. I am Mr. Free to Play. That is right, I'm a free to play player and I give free to play player advice, tips, tricks, and other things. That is right, we are on day 4. No more jump screens. I am now playing on BlueStacks. And as you can see, I just moved to level 27. So we're going to keep the progress going and I'll be back with anything to note. And going through those daily objectives is going to land me at level 28. Like I said guys, just keep going at those daily objectives. You'll level up faster than you possibly could any other way in this game. I got a viewer question that I'm going to talk about while you guys just watch some gameplay footage. The question was, can you make some tier lists or your recommendations for free to play beginner teams to focus on? I'm 1 week in and started to focus on Guardians just to unlock Star-Lord and beat Dark Dimension 2 in a few months. Overall, not a bad plan. Seems like you're on the right track. My recommendation for anyone starting this game is 1, don't ignore defenders. Go defenders right away. I was one of those in the camp like, oh yeah, just go Sinister Six, just go Guardians. You don't need defenders. But the problem is that they're not available right away and defenders are. You'll save yourself so much time going with defenders, going through the hero campaign with them, going through the Nexus campaign, all up until the final chapters, pretty much. Nexus kind of gets a little hard at the end if I remember correctly, but there are really good characters in the Nexus campaign that you can start farming then, and that's pretty much it, because eventually once you unlock Groot there in the Nexus Chapter 2 campaign, you'll start farming him, and the other 4 Guardians are in, 2 are in the Blitz store, 1's in the arena, and then Rocket's usually the hardest in the raid store. Unless you're planning on spending money on this game, if you're trying to stick free to play or try not to spend that much, you're not going to want to farm Rocket directly. You're going to want to open up raid orbs. You'll eventually get Rocket unlocked that way and farm him up, but a good replacement if you're going to go straight for Star-Lord is probably to farm Yondu. You could probably sub out Ravager Bruiser as that 5th member. He's not very good, but he's easily available in the Blitz store. You'll get him just by pulling Blitz orbs. And like Star-Lord. But yeah, Star-Lord is definitely one you definitely want to go after first. And in one of these future videos, I'm going to talk about catch-up mechanics that are available to you guys that weren't available when I was playing, that will allow you guys to get to Dark Dimension 2 probably faster. I imagine in some cases a lot of you guys are going to be able to start Dark Dimension 2 before you're even able to start Dark Dimension 1. And I'll talk about that in a future video, but hopefully that gives you a good focus there in the beginning. Defenders until you unlock the Guardians and the Sinister Six, but then drop defenders immediately as soon as you're able to get one of those teams. And you probably should do both of those teams, because if a lot of people run defenders in arena, you can use Sinister Six to take out those defenders, and Guardians is all around a good team that can be used in some of the, I want to say it's the Gamma raid they're used in, but it's one of those Greek raids. And it looks like with my newfound level, I'm actually able to try out the Taskmaster campaign. Now, anytime you guys come across these campaigns, the very first node, they're going to give you characters to use. So you do not need to bring your own character. So always do the very first node. Now, if you're only able to do the very first node, chances are as you're playing, you're going to be able to do more within a few days, as I'm also able to as I'm playing. I actually was able to, while this event was going on, to only be able to do the beginning. And then I was eventually able to get the whole way to the end where I was able to do the first level of medium. And that's only in the very first 2 weeks of playing, guys. So definitely keep at it, even if you're not going for the event campaign character, which I highly recommend not going for the event campaign character. But the orb is going to give you shards of other characters that have been in the game that you can get other ways. And if you're going to spend, it could be a different story for you, but like I said, most of my advice is for those that are planning on spending very minimal or free to play. Alright guys, so I spent some time leveling up my characters and gearing them up, and I'm up to now Heroes 4-6 with Ravager. That's Bruiser. The one so the Ravager I was talking about earlier is Ravager Boomer. That's Ravager Bruiser. So sorry guys, I messed that up, but yeah. Hopefully I didn't confuse you guys too much. And it looks like I was finally able to clear that annoying Crossbones campaign match that I wasn't able to defeat. So that's finally out of here. So at level, was it 27, 28, I finally beat it. And then right after that, I clear Elektra's event campaign. So hers is 100% done at this point. And it looks like here in the afternoon on day 4, we are given the Nexus campaign our very first try. And then on chapter 1, node 3 of the Nexus campaign, that is where you're going to find Captain America. I think that's the second node that you will find him on. Alright guys, looks like we got a premium orb. What are we going to get? And we dropped an aim security. Still a whiles away from getting an aim team. The only thing I highly recommend the aim team for is a little bit later when you get to the end of the villains campaign. You definitely want an aim team to help you get through that, to help you get to hell faster. Because they don't require as much of an investment. And you guys all see, rescue dropped out of a Blitz orb. Rescue is on the way to being unlocked. But yeah, the aim team takes very minimal investment. Highly recommend it to help you get through the villains Chapter 7 campaign, at least the first 3 nodes, and help you get to hella faster, because you definitely want Asgardians as fast as you possibly can get them. Now, I don't know if this is something I've talked about or not in this series yet or not. So, you're going to get your training mats, the green, the blue, as long as you stay in Alliance and you guys are launching raids pretty actively and you're farming characters, you're going to keep getting them. In the first couple days, you're not going to have a full team, so you want to invest in the character you feel that will give you the best chance of improving your overall performance, especially in things like Arena and Blitz. But once you get your very first full team, so like when you get defenders, you want to invest it in your defenders because you want them to go through and clear content for you. They will clear the Heroes campaign, they will clear the Nexus campaign, and they'll help clear the Gold Rush challenge. And you could sub them in for Arena. Now, you guys are going to see me run a different Arena team when I first get there. 1, because I didn't go for Defenders right away. I had to learn my lesson first. And 2, I got another meta character that you guys are going to see here in a couple days that I unlocked, and I immediately wanted to use this character. So, you'll see in a future day, but a little bit of spoiler there. Alright guys, and about my whole way up to Heroes Chapter 4, Node 9, where Nebula is. I believe in this attempt, if I recall correctly, I did not 3-star it. So I know it's something that stays non-3-starred for a couple days. And then I eventually come back and do 3-star it, but that's where that one is. And we're just going to keep going forward. I spent some time farming some gear, and now we're up to level 29, guys. I believe 30 is when we unlock Arena, so that's the next milestone. Alright, so that Nebula node that I thought that I 2-starred, I actually did not 2-star, I actually lost. This is actually footage later in the day of me losing again. They basically run Guardians with Star-Lord here, and it is very hard to beat with your guys' starting tunes. So this one you want to be a little cautious of. The Guardians are not that easy to take out. They don't have the best Guardian lineup, because Mantis for Gamora is the better lineup, but when this was first created, Mantis was not in the game. Mantis actually came in the game a couple months after I started playing. Alright, and now we have unlocked up to Nexus Chapter 1, Node 6, which is another one of those basic catalyst nodes that I find pointless that they could possibly replace with a future character. That's my opinion, but let's keep going here. I think we're about at the end of what we did on day 4. And we jump into day 5 with the unlock of Thor. Thor is not that bad of a character. He used to be worse. He got a rework. But paired with other Asgardians, he will do so much more than he will do as a solo character without them. But we'll get into that later. But right now we're just celebrating the fact we got a new hero that's probably better than some of the other heroes that we're currently using. And you guys see me wasting no time to max out Thor's level, gear, anything I can do to get him caught up to everyone else. And it looks like we got ourselves another premium orb. What are we gonna get? 25 Loki. Oh, another 25 of Loki, and I'll have him unlocked. He'll pair well with my Thor. And we're completing another daily objective, which is gonna unlock level 30. Now we've unlocked Arena, so as soon as I jump into it, I'm going to cover it. Alright, so you definitely want to jump into Arena, and you want to try to push yourself up as far as you possibly can. 1, for cores, and 2, for the Arena credits. There's a lot of characters that you can unlock with Arena credits, and there's a lot of characters in the Arena store that you need for legendaries. You really want to get yourself at least in the top 500. The top 500, you get 500 credits a day, which is enough to buy 5 shards of a character. So you're guaranteed every day to be able to buy 5 shards of a character. And not only that, you have a daily objective of completing 2 arena matches. Every arena match gives you, or every day that you do that daily objective with 2, you get 250. So every 2 days, you also can get 5 shards of a character. So you definitely want to play arena. If you're in a casual alliance, at least twice a day. If you're in a more active alliance, you definitely want to do all 5 for the World Warrior milestone. Now we got a Blitz orb, one we're going to get. And it's dropping Crossbones. And that looks like enough to level him up to a 3-star. I think he's a 3-star now at this point. Now, the one thing about Arena that I wish I would have done differently in the first couple of days is I didn't push as hard as I probably could have pushed to move up and get myself those Arena credits. That is one regret that I have, guys. When you first started the game, you're going to be thrown in with everyone else that just started the game. And if you're not going to spend, you're going to be kicked out of the arena shortly after beginning it. So push as soon as you can. As you guys are going to see, if I do show you guys, I go the whole way up to like number 50 before being kicked the whole way out to like in the 200s. And that happens over the course of a couple of days. But yeah, so definitely get in there as soon as you possibly can while you can compete. Maybe you can keep competing depending on what your luck is. But that's a true story that happened to me. I'm seeing a lot of teams that people paid for, like Guardians, X-Men, as there are those $100 or those are those $50 deals that you do see in the store as a new player. Spending some extra power cores just to farm a repeat character, and I do finally get Hand Sorceress unlocked. I was just running out of options for the day. I couldn't push the campaigns any further, so going back and just trying to unlock more characters was kind of my goal. And unlocking characters really does help in your Blitz game, which I will cover Blitz in a future video soon. Alright, we're in here later in the day. As you can see, I finally got my very first arena awards with only 400 credits because I didn't push far enough. But I am going to begin farming my very first character out of the store, and I'm going straight for Vulture. 1, to help me with the villains campaign because I need more meta villain characters, and 2, I haven't realized that Defenders are the way to go. I'm still in the mindset that Guardians of Sinister 6, like straight to go, is the best way. So I go after Vulture right away. I don't know if there's a wrong or a right way, but I do go and eventually unlock Vulture first, which you guys will see in a future video, before I move on to the next character. And as you guys see, I pushed a little bit more and got up to 879 so far. Yeah, I just regret not pushing right away as soon as I unlocked it to get a better arena awards on the very first day. Alright, we got ourselves some Blitz orbs. Let's find out what we're going to get. I don't know if we'll unlock anybody yet or not. There's a Mantis. Getting towards those Guardians. I did have credits, but I guess I didn't realize I had enough credits. We opened up raid orbs. I think it's our first time opening up raid orbs. Got a Killmonger. Like I said, guys, you get 9 character shards for less than what it would cost you to farm a character directly for only 5 shards. So this is definitely the way to go value-wise, unless you're going to spend. This is definitely the best value. You just got to have patience, and that's the only thing that I tell you guys, have patience. Then we got a premium orb. Wonder what we're going to get. Ooh, and right after getting him in the raid store, I've got 15 Killmonger. Unfortunately, he's still 20 away, which still could take some time. And I'm ending day 1 at rank 760, so definitely could have pushed harder, definitely could have got further. And the other thing you want to make sure that you do in Arena is go in and make sure you have the correct defense set. I know when I first started playing this game, every now and again you get somebody who's like way up there, and it's like, how are they way up there with only like this really bad team that's not even leveled up? And it's because they never went in and fixed their defense setup. Make sure you check your defense periodically, especially as you're leveling up and changing the characters that you are leveling and spending resources in, as you want your best 5 characters being on your defense. And after struggling with that last Crossbones event for so long, I decided at level 30 I'm going to go in and take on the last event of Crossbones, which I'm glad to see because I honestly did not remember doing this. I thought they erased the event from me. But as you can see, it was nowhere near the same difficulty as the level before, as I just wiped through it. And that is the end of the beginning events that they give you as Crossbones and Electra. And guys, that's pretty much where everything ends. I was glad I was able to rush this together. It might be a little bit of a longer video. I don't know until I edit it. But yeah, I'm trying to fit more days into each video, and actually there's going to be less and less new content by day as the account gets older, because you guys, if anybody's been through this game, you know your progress gets severely slowed at some point. So guys, with that said, appreciate you taking the time to check this one out. Don't forget that thumbs button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're already 7 episodes in, you might as well. And that notification bell will let you know when the next episodes go up, or any video that I post goes up. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.